Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I'm going to be doing a review of the Gasland Chef model IHGD-S23C. This is the cast iron griddle that is designed to go on their induction cooktop products. So we're going to be putting this on the induction cooktop that I reviewed a while back. You can check out the video here in the corner, but this is meant to be placed right on top of the induction cooktop, and you can use it for many different foods. In this case, we're going to be making pancakes today on the flat surface. A quick unboxing here of the griddle. It's about 10 pounds and it does have some rubber feet. I'll just go underneath here since I don't want it to hit the glass, but you can see here that it does have some rubber feet that we can put there, and this fits on the induction cooktop just fine. Now, you do have the option to put it right here in the middle, the hob or the magnetic coil underneath for each of the two burners. It does have enough flexibility where it will contact both sides if you leave it in the middle. However, if you're just going to use the one side, which for us, that's what we're going to do, then we're just going to use the one burner here since we're going to be making pancakes here on this flat side of the griddle. And then you also have this ridge side for cooking other foods like meat, for example. Through the magic of editing, my wife and I are going to make some pancake mix, and then we're going to get this up to temperature, and then we're just going to experiment with the wattage to see how much is necessary to get those pancakes cooking. A little bit of cooking spray, and here we go. Some quick measurements. So the overall length of the griddle is about 17¼ inches roughly, but on the actual cooking space, you're getting roughly about 14 inches of griddle cooking top space here, and then front to back you're looking at roughly a little over 8 inches. So it's not a very big griddle. However, you can put a lot of smaller foods on here, and obviously with the pancakes we'll get a couple on here. That's perfect for 2 people here. Now I'm going to go in front of the camera here while my wife goes and videos me as I get this up to temperature, and we'll start cooking some pancakes. Alright, so what I've set this to is I'm actually using the temperature function, and I'm going by memory because typically what I usually use for making pancakes is this griddle here, and I usually set that dial to about 225, 250, and right now I can only go 210 to 250, but that should be more than enough to get the pancakes cooking here. And already I'm feeling some heat here. I decided to use both burners here, so I wanted to evenly heat up this griddle instead of just heating up one side. So that's why I have it balanced between the 2 burners and set each to 250. Now if that's too high, we'll just bring it on down. So I got my beautiful wife behind the camera here, and we're just gonna make some pancakes. This is already very hot from just setting it at 250 degrees. I'm just going to spray a little bit of cooking spray on the griddle here to make sure that the pancakes don't stick. Just some standard pancake mix, and normally I like my pancakes a little bit large here, but we're just going to cook one as a test. A little bit here. I'll try to keep it as small as possible, but that's about a good size, honey, right?
Yep.
All right. Now, I'm just going to walk over here and I'm going to grab myself a spatula. Because you need one. There's a lot of heat coming off of this, and that's really good. I'm using the temperature function, as I mentioned. I think 250 degrees is going to be perfect. We'll just give it a couple minutes for it to solidify, and then we'll flip it over. And I think I like the plain pancakes, but
we got to test it out with the chocolate chips.
Gonna get let that cook for a few minutes. I think we have ourselves some chocolate chips. My wife likes the chocolate chips in her pancakes, so
the dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. Yeah. I like it too, but the first time using a new product, I wanted to try something simple first, and then we'll move on to the chocolate chip. But I really like the chocolate chip. Yeah, you could feel the heat coming off of this, and it's really hot. It's actually more hot than that. I may actually have to turn the temperature down a little bit, but right now I don't see it sticking. Let's go ahead and give it a couple minutes to cook, and then we'll get right back with you. All right, so I'm already noticing a little bit of a limitation with the griddle due to its size. If you look here, see how it's cooking more on this side than it is on the other side. That's because I have it right in the middle of the burners. The hob or the coil underneath, you lose a little bit of efficiency as you get away from the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the one side off. I'm going to need to get myself a pan here. And what we're going to do, just for the sake of cooking it evenly, we are going to move it right over the one burner. I was hoping that I can just heat up each side evenly, but I'm noticing that not a big deal. I'll go ahead and let that cook. So hopefully now I should be able to flip this over. Yeah, see, half of it wasn't cooking before. That was my mistake, but good information to know. All right, as you can see, I've moved the griddle over to the one burner here, and because it was not directly on the coil there, it was cooking more on one side than the other. And that's okay. We're going to go and try this again, but with the griddle being on this side, I think it's going to cook more evenly. Now, I did increase the temperature to 280 degrees, and with the burner right on top of the griddle, now I can see from the bubbles that it's cooking more evenly. So I guess if you really want to use the entire cook area, you'll have to use one or the other, really, because putting it in the middle of this particular cooktop, you're not going to get the greatest efficiency because it's shorter than the total size of the griddle there. But this is looking a lot better. And I just flipped the pancake here, and now you can definitely see it's cooking more evenly than before. So that is the magic sauce. It's got to be to one side or the other. All right, now that I know the secret of how this griddle is meant to cook on this induction cooktop, I'm going to go and make my wife's very special dark chocolate chip pancakes. I usually just put a couple in here.
This is strictly for scientific purposes, Gary. I don't know what you're talking about.
Scientific indeed. Is that enough? You want a little bit more chocolate chips in there?
What do you guys think?
Nah, let's throw a little bit more. A few more. Chocolate smells good by itself, actually. And that's it. Alright, so now, don't want to forget. So it doesn't stick. It's a lot of chocolate chips, honey. I'm sure you're going to love it. And then we have enough just for one more, so 2 each. That should do it. It looks like the magic number for pancakes, at least, for it to cook nice and quickly is about 280 degrees. I had it a little bit lower before, but it seems to be cooking within 3 to 4 minutes. I just made the rest of the batter, and it's more of a flapjack than a pancake. But, honey, if you can't finish that, I'll eat half of it for you. Sounds good?
Yep.
Well, that's the final result of the pancakes, and I think it came out pretty good. Now, all I need to do is just press the power on and off button, and that's it. It'll say that it's hot until it cools off, and then the fan should shut down as well. It's a great addition to if you have one of the Gasland induction cooktops there. This is the smaller version. Great for this portable induction cooktop that we reviewed a while back. Again, check out the links in the description below. Thanks so much again to Gasland for letting us go ahead and review this product for them. And we're definitely going to get a lot of enjoyment this year and for years to come. Thank you so much again for watching. Any questions on the product, feel free to leave a comment below. And we'll see you guys on the next project.